This is Nana Space. Gosh, it's been more than a year, getting to 2 years since I did a video on this channel. A lot has happened with New Amsterdam being cancelled. I'm not going to get into it. If you've been on Twitter, you know. Exciting news. I got to watch The God of Carnage. I met Freema in person, took some pictures. If you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen, or Twitter. My handles will be at the beginning of the video and at the end of the video. What got me to take my camera out today is Skinny Girl in Transit Season 7, Episode 1. God, people, we've been waiting for years, literally. So I came to the game quite late. I joined the club before, literally towards the end of Season 6. So I never got to watch a live show and interact with the audience and all that. But I remember YouTube, the algorithm kept suggesting Skinny Girl in Transit to watch. I was like, oh, what does it show? I'm over Nigerian shows and movies. And I clicked on it and I never looked back. Absolutely loved everything about it. I've learned so much about the Yoruba culture. People have fallen in love with Nigerian comedy all over again. The comment section is a highlight for me all the time. Like, it makes the show being on YouTube plus because, man, oh gosh, I have loved and loved and loved and loved reading comments. Like, that just added a different layer to the show. So last season we ended off the last episode with Tiwa going into labor and Mide taking her to the hospital. A few things also happened. I think Shalewa spilled cold water, because that was a cold water fountain. Cold water on what was the name of the guy? Gosh, his name has escaped me. Mohammed, how did I forget? After their issue, and thank God he left Kwame. I'm a Ghanaian, but please, we don't claim Kwame. Kwame is the representation of us at all. So that was that. Auntie Dupe adopted that young chap, and you know they just narrated the whole bonding situation. Didi found love, and we didn't hear from. Mide's sister, whose name has escaped me again. Demisola, is that her name? So yeah, I recap all these because the new episode kind of exposed or brought these people back to different parts of the episode. So we started off with Baby Today being named #Thai2018. If you know, you know. That was Shalewa's naming of Mide and Tiwa's combination for their wedding when they announced it, and now they're naming the baby that. And you know, I think there's this culture of having people give the names to the baby, and Shalewa gave a really lovely one talking about how everyone deserves to be loved. Not very sweet. Mama Tiwa, of course, she brought her A game. Her first grandson, of course, she was so excited. Seeing her singing and Shalewa was like, oh, can someone tell me to stop? No, her first grandson, ha! Yes, I keep saying Aminu because of TMC, but Mide is looking as handsome as ever. He has bulked up. Married life suits him. He has bulked up. Same with Tiwa. They all look very happy. We saw Didi at the naming ceremony. Gosh, I keep saying this. Mohammed turned up last minute and I have no idea what the heck he was doing, but Shalewa was dodging him like a plague. So that was the naming ceremony. I think we moved to Shalewa going for counseling or therapy, which we don't really talk very much about in an African setting. Like, everything goes to church, do this at the church, keep it in your family, you don't want anyone to know your business, kind of thing. And we suffer in silence. But she has gone through it with Mohammed, with Kwame, and let's even go far at that guy who was married and she went and followed, and that guy kind of traumatized her with the native doctor. Like that all adds up to it. So instead of her jumping to a new relationship like what Didi was doing, she took a pause and said for counseling. So good on you, Shalewa, for doing that. And so in so doing, she kind of went and peeled the layers and explored how she's feeling and talk about it. It reminded me of season 5, where Mide and Tiwa went for marriage counseling. Like, I like how the show brings to the surface what we as young people going through things should do. And if you're going to get married, you should have some counseling. If you're going through some issues, you speak to someone. Like, bottling in is the curse of our generation, and people are committing suicide left, right, center, and not getting the help that is available for them. So she went and sought help, and I remember her going to the supermarket to buy something, and a guy did something so trivial. But the response to that reaction was very layered because it's coming from a place of pain and scare and fear. And the guy was like, hey, like, what is all this? But she literally ran out of the shop. So she needs to work on herself before she jumped to the next thing, which she's doing. So I was really shocked at the very end when Mohammed came with a ring. Like, he knows that Mummy has been on the case of his daughter, of her daughters to get married. And somehow, of all the buttons to press with Shalewa, that's the one that he went and pressed. Like, where is the Mohammed that used to talk to Shalewa about being vain and superficial and materialistic? Like the guy who bought her a bag and came to sit with her and explain that she's worth more than what she gets. Like, where is that Mohammed? Please, we need him back. We need him back. Because this is not it. That is not the way forward. Like, bring that ring. Please, our sister deserves more than that. You see how fine she looks? Yeah, she deserves more than that. So that was Shalewa. And then we come to today. New baby in the house. It's so sweet seeing Tiwa and Mide playing house. No, they're not actually playing house. They are actually house. They're married with a baby now. And seeing them cuddling the baby and having the baby in their court, and generous husband, as you know, love is sweet, but money in it is sweeter, as the song goes, right? So Mide brought the money. Now, anyone who paid attention, I counted 7 bundles, representation of 7 seasons. Because you kept putting 1 year, I was like, okay, that's just too much. Then I was like, actually, that makes sense. That is 7 seasons, every bundle for 1, and they've been through it, okay? I mean, Tiwa has been through it for 2 seasons before. I mean, before Mide came along to kind of rescue her. I don't know why I keep saying Aminu. Like, I cannot get my head around him in this one, but we'll talk about that later. But that was like so sweet. That was so sweet. And they didn't show her the content of what she bought him. The Rolex? I don't know. But, you know, it looks like generosity towards each other is one of their love languages. And they do well. They do so much of it. Between organizing parties and, you know, arranging for someone to come to the workplace, we set up a food, meal, and buying suits for my man, and like, it looks like that's the thing. And love looks beautiful on them. So that is the first season. That's the first episode of season 7. I think they're going to release it every Friday at 11 a.m. 11 a.m. Yes. So we'll be on the lookout for the next one. This is all really exciting. I look forward to it. I want to see how things unfold with Didi and the guy with the kids. Please, I hope that's not been jeopardized. You know, the sister likes to jump ship very quickly. I hope she's stable. As Tiwa said, maybe this is the one that will stop you from dating all the men in Lagos. So I hope that is, you know, what is going to happen. I saw Adenike's review. And I thought, hey, I'll do a Ghanaian representation of you know, the love for this show. I'm so happy he's back. Oh, Okay, so we'll see you all on Friday and I'll bring another review. Let's get the conversation going in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts and views. Anything you'd like me to talk more about, do let me know. I'm so sad that Aminu is no longer on TMC, but they are lost. Anyway, see you on the next one. Bye.